Hai, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Syarifuddin bin MUSTARI. I will present about introduction of cephalopod for Lab 1. Cephalopod are mollusks that include squid, cuttlefish, and octopus. They feature numbers of strong sucker-bearing arms, highly developed eye, and generally a bag of inky fluid that may be expelled for defense. These aquatic organisms are distinguished by bilateral body symmetry, a large head, and a set of arms or a tentacle derived from the original molluscan form.
Meter squid Loligochinensis. Taxonomy: Kingdom Animalia, Phylum Mollusca, Class Cephalopoda, Order Myopsida, Family Loliginidae, Genus Loligo, and Species Loligochinensis. Nervous system: Squid is the most intelligent invertebrates, well-developed sense and large brains with a complex nervous system. The ganglia are large and close to each other, forming a large brain. Certain upper lobes within the brain serve as controls for memory and learning. Second, cephalopods are also process ganglia elsewhere within the mental cavity, linked to the brain by giant axons that are involved with muscular contraction. Third, the eyes in Nautilus are primitive, but in other cephalopods are highly developed and resemble vertebrate eye with a cornea, lens, retina, and iris. And the last, sophisticated camera-style eyes can distinguish brightness, size, shape, and horizontal or vertical orientation of objects. Circular system. Cephalopods are the only mollusks with a closed circulatory system. Have two gill hearts, also known as parenchymal hearts, that move blood through the capillaries of the gills. A single systematic heart then pumps the oxygenated blood through the rest of the body. And the last one, use hemocyanin, a copper-containing protein, to transport oxygen.
Each cuttlefish has a pair of undulating fins that span the length of their body and help the creature to swim and maneuver. For any quick movements, it propels itself by shooting water from its gut. In the middle of its forward-reaching tentacles, there is a small beak which cuttlefish use to break open the shell of mollusks, crabs, and other crustaceans. Cuttlefish also have two longer tentacles with a single suction cup at each tip. They use these elongate arms to grab their prey. How cuttlefish survive from predator? Cuttlefish diets vary depending on where in the ocean they live, but they commonly feed on mollusks, shellfish, fish, octopus, worms, and even other cuttlefish. Their natural predators include dolphins, sharks, large fish, seal, seabirds, and other cuttlefish. Just as varied as their diets are their hunting strategies, which depends on their environment and target prey. In general, cuttlefish are active and aggressive predators that use their color-changing abilities and movement of their tentacles to mesmerize their prey before grabbing it in a quick flash of movement. In some cases, cuttlefish may utilize an ambush strategy where they camouflage themselves, waiting until an unsuspecting morsel swims by and taking the opportunity to quickly grab and eat it. If cuttlefish are facing predation, they can push a stream of water out from their mantle to quickly propel them away from danger at the same time, making use of their ink sacs to expel a cloud of ink to confuse their attacker.
For the conclusion of cephalopod, cephalopod is the unique species. Their head and foot were totally fused, with a ring of arm and all tentacles around the skull. They use ink or camouflage to run or hide from predators. Cephalopods are also the most intelligent mollusks. with the higher IQs of any mollusks. They have the biggest brain of any creature, and they are well known for their ecology importance in marine trophic web, both as a predator and prey.
For introduction, crustacean, any member of the subphylum Crustacea, a group of invertebrate animals consisting of some 45,000 species distributed worldwide. Crabs, lobsters, shrimps, and woodlice are among the best-known crustaceans, but the group also includes an enormous variety of other forms without popular names. Crustaceans are generally aquatic and differ from other arthropods in having two pairs of appendage in front of the mouth and pair appendage near the mouth that function as jaws. Because there are many exceptions to the basic features, however, a satisfactory inclusive definition of all the crustacea is extraordinarily hard to frame.
For this second lab, I will present about one of the species from Arthropoda, and the crustacean class is a mud crab, or in the scientific name Scylla serrata. This is the external mud crab. It has the claw, 3 walking leg, and the swimming leg. And this is called for 5 pair of pteropod. One pteropod is a claw, and 2, 3, and 4 pteropod in walking leg, and the 5 pteropods in the swimming leg. It has antenna and eyes and the carapace. CW is the carapace weight, mean the lebar carapace. This is the mud crab internal. As we can see the white thingy is a ovary, and you can see a gill, heart, and the midgut at the below. Mud crab taxonomy is from kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, class Mollusks, order Decapoda, family Protenidae, genus Scylla, species Scylla serrata. Scylla serrata is also known as the giant mud crab or the mangrove crab. They live in the mangrove habitat. Mud crab feeding habit is omnivorous, although when both algae and animal prey are available. There is preference for animal prey. The mud crab use their family for swim. Fun fact about the mud crab: at night, mud crabs are most active. They often seek for food and wandering at night. During the day, they like to hide in the mud hole to avoid the predators. Next, they also molting in order to develop. Mud crab must rid of their shell, a process known as molting. Following molting, the crab will take mineral from the water to stretch the new shells. Mud crab are brown to olive green color, which is allow them to blend in with their muddy surrounding. It's like they can make some disguise and camouflage. And lastly, they prefer to spend more their time wade into safe nooks and crevices, or bury themselves in the mud when no foraging.
Flower crab, Portunus pelagicus. External and internal body part. Taxonomy: Kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, class Mollusks, order Decapoda, family Portunidae, genus Portunus, species Portunus pelagicus. Portunus pelagicus, also known: first, flower crab, blue swimmer crab, blue myna crab, and sand crab. Portunus pelagicus stay buried under sand or mud most of the time, particularly during the daytime and winter. They come out to feed during high tide on various organisms such as bivalve, fish, and to a lesser extent, microalgae. They are excellent swimmers, largely due to a pair of flattened legs that resemble paddles. However, in contrast, To another fortunate crab, Scala serrata, they cannot survive for long periods out of the water. Fortunus pelagicus commonly enters estuaries for food and shelter. Its life cycle is dependent on estuaries, as the larvae and early juveniles use these habitats for growth and development. Prior to hatching, the female moves into shallow marine habitats, release her eggs, and the newly hatched zoe wine larvae move into estuaries.
In conclusion, crustaceans are a diverse and fascinating group of organisms that play significant ecological roles in aquatic environments. They showcase remarkable adaptations, contribute to ecosystem functioning, and hold economic importance. Protecting and conserving crustaceans is crucial for the preservation of biodiversity and the sustainable use of aquatic resources.